As you talk sports today, we're talking boxing. Proudly joined for the first time on the channel by KSI's coach, or as he's better known, Alexis. How you doing?
Yeah, very well. Very well, good for you.
So obviously we're at the open workout. Your fighter JJ. What can we expect to see from him? Is he going to be showing too much? Because obviously there's not been.
Yeah, we've got to do a little workout today to get a sweat going, get some speed up. We've got a little bit of weight to cut before the fight, so just going to use it as a little bit of a weight cut and get a sweat on.
How much weight is there to cut?
Not too much. We woke up 4 pounds, 5 pounds overweight. Nothing major.
Are you going to be taking a close look to what Tommy's doing, or?
Not really. No, but good to see the size of him. Obviously, he's going to have to cut a lot of weight and then pack it back on again. So just interesting to see how people do tomorrow at the presser. Will be a better judgment of where he's at because he'll be water deprived a little bit.
So yeah, I'm sure as you've seen already from some pictures that come out, he looks a lot slimmer than he is. Do you think there's no rehydration clause, which obviously has become a big thing in boxing recently? Do you think there's a risk that on fight night he could be like absolutely massive?
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be a risk. I think it's a definite. I think he's definitely going to be real big on fight night. But I mean, just because you can make a weight and you rehydrate your weight doesn't mean it's a good weight to fight at. I'm sure he'll find a comfortable weight. If it was a 12-round fight, I'd be really concerned. It's a 6-round fight, so to put your weight on somebody, it takes, speed normally wins those kind of fights. So 6-rounders. Obviously, it's leaning on you in the clinch, and there's things you have to worry about positionally if you're going to be there. But I think we're in a sprint, not a marathon.
And obviously, you're backing KSI. What do you think is the main attribute of KSI you believe is gonna aid him to the victory?
I think it's having a definitive game plan of what you can and can't do with someone like Tommy Fury. A definitive plan of what you can and can't do. I think JJ's speed and accuracy is going to be important. I think the rounds that he's done in the bank, that's going to be the defining point. What he's learned in the sparring camp is going to be the point of what really changes the fight.
So, and also, I think it's fair to say that in a couple of his last fights, Temper, Joe Fournier, he has been caught a couple of times. Nothing major. Do you think that'll be the same again, or have you worked on tightening up the defence a little bit?
No, I think it's definitely going to be the same again. I don't think you can take a bath without getting wet. We're talking about, let's say, when you watch someone like Canelo, and I'm not comparing the two at all. What I'm saying, when you watch someone, Canelo gets hit 15, 20 times around, just takes it, rides it really well, does good look. Boxers get hit all the time. It's boxing, it's fighting. I think everyone's going to get hit. It's just if you hit properly, and if someone gets hit, and when they get hit, they stay hit, and that's the difference. I think JJ's been clipped a few times. Kid's got good chin, and he wears it okay. We have to stylistically coach his style. You can't put him behind. You can't sit him behind an amateur guard or a tight pro guard. I don't think you can really sit him like that. But there are moments where you're going to have to do that.
Obviously, this is KSI's biggest step up, and as I'm sure. A lot of people know, you've mentioned that in sparring he's been facing professional fighters with higher rank than Tommy. Do you think that although he has faced them in sparring, it could be a massive difference, the fact that although he has faced the level of competition as Tommy, never in the ring with people around?
I think it's a massive thing. I think that's why you have these. That's why you couldn't, as a boxing pundit, you can't name me Floyd Mayweather's first 10 fights, or Mike Tyson's first 10 fights, or Muhammad Ali's first 10 fights. You can't name them because they're not relevant people. They're for you to get your rhythm and your tone and your pace and for you to get that nervousness out of you and to get your ability. So yeah, I agree with you. Definitely, there's definitely can he pull off? But I guess that's what separates JJ from the rest. He's a game day guy. He's game day. On game day, he's faster. He's stronger. He's more in tune. He's far more. His concentration levels are heightened. I think he's a game day kid, so I think we've got a good kid.
I don't want to keep you for too long. Can I just get a final prediction, round, whatever?
KSI win.
Knockout points. Not a lot of people saying KSI by points.
Yeah, I mean, I would say by KO. If I was to hedge a bet, it'd be a knockout win.
Do you think it's impossible for KSI? No, obviously not impossible, but no, I haven't seen a single person say KSI by points.
No, not impossible at all. I just think you've got to strategically understand how good Tommy's jab is and how long he is and how well he boxes defensively to understand that someone could be in a better position technically than we could be. So you have to fight those positions and angles. So it's not that it's impossible, but if you're asking me for a bet, I bet KO.
Thank you very much for your time, Alexis. I really appreciate it.